Very few people call me Senior, but one or two do.
Do they? Doggedly.
But I get called all sorts of things. Yes, like everybody.
I was curious to learn about the droit de seigneur, whereby a feudal lord has the right to sleep with any bride on her wedding night.
Can you tell me, there's a lot of, the droit de seigneur and the various sort of all the fun stories we hear about your entitlements that I gather you choose not to.
Well, long gone, I think.
Long gone.
Long gone, yes. Trying to see what it is. The dovecot is 1800s. And
it's as old as that.
Typical Victorian Gothic.
It's quite pointy, isn't it?
It is quite pointy, yes. Yes.
Amongst his other seigneurial privileges are the exclusive rights to breed dogs on the island and to keep doves. But like all his powers, they are rapidly disappearing.
Yes, we haven't got many now. We've only got 4 left.
Were doves I suppose they ate them, did they?
They ate them, yeah. It was for food in the winter, really. And if everybody had them, they'd have eaten all the corn, you see. So.
Oh, I see. It's all very practical, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
The only real power he has left is a casting vote in the chief pleas, the assembly of 40 tenant farmers, and he won't have that for long.
How's the shift to democracy going to affect you?
Well, it removes a lot of my powers, of course.
Does it?
It removes my vote in chief pleas. And that was done at my request, actually. I have to admit that, because I said, well, it would be too embarrassing for words if I put myself up for election and wasn't elected.
It's my final day on Sark and my last chance to take my test. I'm hoping I'm not going to let Rossford or Toby down.
No. And what about the use of the tickling stick? Is that frowned on in an exam? Just if he's being lazy?
Most carriages on Sark are also taxis, so you're tested on your knowledge of the island and its history, as well as your driving. The test is conducted by 2 examiners.
Okay.
Can I encourage you into the vehicle?
Yeah, okay.
If you wouldn't mind staying sat at all times and watching your language. Come on, Toby, walk on. Walk on.
I think I can handle the carriage okay, but I haven't done my homework and I'm going to have to blag the history test.
Now, as we're just going up the road, just tell us a bit of the history that you know.
All right, well, this is the famous crossroads here, where you see the NatWest Bank here and the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Company on the right. These trees are all made of wood.
And what's the fishing like around the island?
Oh, fabulous.
So what type of...
They're fishing for bream, sea bass occasionally, pollock.
We also get a lot of crab and lobsters.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
All right,
okay.
Whoop, whoop. Look.
I'm not sure if I got away with that, but Toby's certainly done his bit.
This is really well.
A little bit more control on the road, but that will come.
Yeah, and the braking a bit, but, it's figuring it out and working it yourself sometimes.
Tense moment here whilst they see if I get my full licence. My knowledge of history is rubbish, but my bluffing skills are sharp.
Nothing now.
Yep. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy, yeah.
We've
made our decision. Yes, Julie's going to write your licence out.
Really?
Yeah.
Despite the shocking history?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm very pleased about that.
Yeah.
Hey, Rossford, we did it.
Good.
Well done, Toby. He's the brains of the outfit, though, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's so used to it, he could do it blindfolded.
He is. So I'm going to frame this. Right, look, Toby.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Toby's done me proud. Rossford told me Toby was partial to a swim, and that seems like a fitting reward.
Good. That seems to sum it all up, really. Just a mind-blowing experience. It's a really special little island. It's very different. I keep saying this about all these islands, but it is. It's very different. And like a lot of them, it's a difficult time for them. There's a lot of change in the air. I think there's a lot of worry about the safety and future of Sark as it is. It's lovely, isn't it? We'll go have a polo now.
The next leg of my journey in the south is going to take me to an even smaller island, only 400 yards off the Cornish coast. It's been the exclusive retreat of one very lucky family for more than 3 centuries. The next port of call in my journey around Britain's most southerly islands is St Michael's Mount, the site of a remote monastery in medieval times, and for the last 350 years, the island's fairy tale castle has been the exclusive home to a single family, the St Aubins. A man-made causeway connects the mount to mainland Cornwall, but can only be used at low tide. At all other times, the crossing must be made by boat. The current member of the family who lives in the castle is James St Aubin, who moved in with his family 5 years ago.
So audacious, isn't it, to sort of attempt to build up. I guess when manpower was cheap and life was cheap.
But this was probably a sort of outpost for young monks, and they'd be sent over to Cornwall from France. And if they lasted 4 or 5 years here, then they reckon they got the faith and they were going to be all right. And they would.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With the island and the castle come your own private fishing rights and a regular supply of fresh lobsters.
Yeah, that looks good.
Very luck.
Yeah.
So this one's just big enough. So I think we'll throw that pillar back, yeah.
You will live to tell the tale.
Oh, put rubber bands on the claws. And the trick here is to go for the smaller, faster claw. Because if you don't, that'll come and get you.
I will come and get you with that one.
And the rule of thumb here is to always leave a gap between Chapel Rock and the end of the harbour. So there is one sort of treacherous rock.
Oh, is there?
Called Jenkins Rock after the last person who hit it. So I don't particularly want to change the name now.
No.
The island was bought by James's ancestor, Colonel John St Aubin, in 1659 and has been the official family home ever since, though they also own a 5,000-acre country estate in Cornwall.
The table's separate from its base, and you can tell.
Over the generations, James's forefathers have crammed the castle with antiques and art treasures. But not all James's forebears led entirely respectable lives.
This is a picture of the 5th Sir John St Aubin. There were 5 in a row of them who were called John St Aubin. And he inherited when he was 14 and still at school. And he lived till he was 82, so he was in charge for a long, long period. And,
he's got a kind eye in the
Yes.
painting, hasn't he? He likes dogs, he can't be all bad.
he was a great geologist, a great gambler. He, one stage he was gambling in his club, Brooks's, in St James's, and he bet a farm which was just on the outskirts of London at the time, and lost. That's where Putney's built now. So that's what it might have been, yeah. I think just as well, actually.
Yeah. I quite like Putney.